Tawnya Kordenbrock here with a renewedlife.com. Wanted to talk to you today about overwhelm and emotions that are just so intense right now that you don't know what to do with them. And because so much is going on, that part of what you feel is this like, can some of this just calm down? Can things stop happening? And then maybe I can focus on myself. Maybe I can get the healing that I know that I need. Maybe I can get help with my emotions, my self-image, and how I handle upsets in relationships. It would be nice, right? It would be nice if everything would just fall in line and be a perfect time for you to be able to work on yourself and to be able to help yourself to have the calm in your life that you desire, to have the happiness that you desire, to feel good about yourself and to feel loved. What I have for you today is something that's actually quite personal for me because it is a clip of me coaching my online members in my Mastering Emotions community and talking to them about how I got upset the other day. I was disappointed because something didn't work out well that really hurt me, and then how I responded to it. And one reason why I am sharing this with you is to show you, first of all, that everyone has emotions. Everyone gets upset. But we have to figure out what we're going to do with that. And we have to realize that we can't wait until the perfect time to begin renewing our minds, to begin becoming more Christ-like, to begin learning how to master our emotions and manage them in the proper way. So as you listen to this, be on the lookout for that. To look at, okay, how did Tawnya respond? What was going on with her? Because I'm going to lay out for you what my response pattern is when I'm upset and what I do. Now, I'll tell you that the intensity that I describe, it is not normally that intense for me, but because of so much that's going on around us right now, it has amplified the intensity of all of our emotions, right? So as you're watching that, you'll know that, but also look at what I did with it. Look at how I handled it in the moment, because this is going to help give you some ideas of what you need to be doing, how you need to be slowing yourself down to be able to change what's going on within you. Okay, let's take a look at the clip now. I was upset because I didn't get to meet with some friends, and an impromptu opportunity arose. It was a lovely day here in Kentucky. It was in the 60s, which is very unusual this time of year, and it was sunny and just very, very nice. Everyone knew it was just like a beautiful day, like, oh, get outside, it's a beautiful day today. But I had plans to clean my house and I had click list scheduled for my groceries, and this opportunity came up to go visit friends. We were going to do it, it was to be outside with them on this nice day. And I just didn't feel comfortable rearranging my day. And my husband went on because the arrangements mainly were made with him. But so I stayed back, and this thing really kicked in for me of that disappointment with not getting to be with friends. And we have not been going to church and, in person. We've been doing the online thing, which is nothing like being with people. Have not been around any of family members. and other than eat outside a couple times. So just and friends, other friends. So this was like I was just very disappointed. And it really struck me deeply, and it grabbed a hold of that loneliness, and this whole pattern kicked in of how I was viewing myself and how I was seeing others as not caring about me, and which is totally not true. And especially these friends, they're longtime friends, um, and it just I just started having nasty thoughts about people. And when my husband came back home, I was nasty with him. uh, Not like, not being mean to him, just being cold. And just he said, "Oh yeah, they said hi, and oh look, they had a Christmas present. I brought a present for you from them." And I kind of just like, who cares? And didn't even look at my present, and went on to the grocery. And there was just a part of me that was just wanting to push everybody away, which, when you think about it, doesn't even make sense. If my desire is to be close, yet my response is to push people away, then you can tell that what is going on. See, when I'm desiring to be close, I'm not working through the emotion. At that moment, I wasn't working through the emotion to be able to express what I was feeling, process through it, and pull uh, people close to me. But instead, I pushed people away. So, that is a part of my pattern, and how I learned to cope as a child, from being alone and feeling like I had no one to comfort me, to listen to me, to care. And so that kind of developed within me. Um, so what I had to do, and this is one reason why I'm telling you this, is to first of all recognize, okay, yes, things are difficult right now. They are extremely intense in most areas right now. And so we have to recognize that. But at the same time, what we always talk about in this program is how we can't say, well, things are hard right now, and so I will get back to working on myself and my emotional healing later, when this event is over with, when this circumstance has calmed down, when I'm not in the heat of a relationship upset, then I will work on myself. Then I will work on becoming, emotionally whole, uh, spiritual maturity, emotional maturity, and all of this. But instead, we have to be in the moment, every moment of our emotions, working on growth, changing those patterns. Now is the time. Today is the day to change this within ourselves. Because especially since all of this is so intense, it has the propensity to bring long-lasting damage to us emotionally, because this is a trauma, and it's creating deep pain for people. As it does that, then it's creating response patterns, and it's creating neural pathways within our brains. So we have to be on top of this. We can't just be in coast mode. We can't just let it happen. We have to be on top of it. We have to recognize look at what is going on within inside of myself. What am I doing here? And strive to change it. So what I did on Saturday is I had to pay attention. Okay, here's what's going on with me. Now I could have just gone with that. I could have just said, well, yeah, like had this pity party and, and just stuck with it. Now, if I had done that, I would have gone deeper and deeper and deeper into it. And it would have been so hard to get out of it. It could have taken me a couple days to get out of it. I probably would not have slept that night if I had not gotten out of it. But I paused and I looked at, what am I saying to myself? What am I telling myself here? Why is this going on? What am I experiencing inside? What are these emotions I'm experiencing? And once I realized it was the word disappointment. I am disappointed that I didn't get to go. And then I thought, I could have gone. I could have put off cleaning my house and gone. And so, that was tough too, because then I was kind of angry at myself. Like I didn't treat myself to that when I could have. So I'm still looking at that a little bit like, why did I do that? But anyway, so when I got to the place of realizing, okay, this is disappointment. What am I doing with my disappointment? Well, the disappointment is really intensifying the loneliness from not being able to be with friends. And, here's what I'm saying about myself. Here's what I'm saying about others. And then I had to think of these other people. I had to think of my friends. And I had to make myself picture their smiling faces and picture how they were probably disappointed that I didn't come. And I had to remind myself of all the years that we have had together, that we've gotten together, that we've prayed, that we have played cards, that we've shared meals together. And, their smiles when they see me when I come to their house. I had to think of my husband in the same way. And knew this wasn't his arrangement. It wasn't even his idea. And just because he got to go didn't mean I needed to punish him because I didn't get to go. And so recognizing all of that, noticing what was going on, and then also noticing what was going on in my body, because I had kind of a turned in kind of a posture. At least that's what it felt like it was a stabbing into my gut, kind of a feeling, and kind of like that, like a self-stabbing, really. And so I straightened up and I put a smile on my face, not faking emotions, but thinking of my friends' smiles in their faces, thinking of my husband's smile, his face, and allowing myself to feel that. And it helped to lift all of that off of me. Okay. What did you think of that? Let me know your thoughts on that, your questions on that. And what I want you to take away from this as you go is to remember that process that I went through to slow down and to look at what was really going on inside of me. Because our emotions can just take off so quickly and be so intense. We have to practice slowing down and looking at that, looking at the emotions that we're actually feeling, and look at the thoughts that are coming to our minds, and then also connecting that with what's going on in our bodies. And then you can begin making some changes to that and calming the intensity, bringing the intensity of your emotions down so that you can see more clearly and you can walk through those emotions and have power over them instead of them taking you hostage and having power over you. And then also, I hope that you picked up on the urgency to be working on this now. Do not put off getting emotional healing. Do not put off working on your emotions because there never is going to be a good time for this. And I do always am talking about this in my online program and reminding my members, this is not a distraction. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to apply what it is that you are learning in this program so that you can change yourself. You can change so that you are not ruled by your emotions, and you can have the freedom to be able to have happier relationships, to have greater happiness when you think about yourself and how others view you, and not feel angry at yourself all of the time, not to have that low self-image and that self-condemnation and to see others as not loving you. You can be free from that. So I hope today that you will check out my private community and my Mastering Emotions program. I am having a special on that right now for the upcoming new year, and I hope that you'll take advantage of it and get started and bringing the healing that you need and that you deserve to your own life.